Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
I'm Justin Riley, and we have a fantastic show today. We are here at the Beer Stube at Capitol Brewery.
We are. Things are hustling and bustling already. This place picks up business right away, bright and early. They've got beer to brew. They've got things to do.
I can't imagine having to get up. I mean, these people have been here for hours by the time we get here. We film at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they've been here for hours. I can't imagine.
Also, we can enjoy a nice mug of beer.
There you go.
Yeah.
A nice warm lager.
That's right. But they're great, and they are so busy with things outside of just their space here in Middleton. Obviously, they're
Right.
distributing all over the place, but we're going to talk about a little different partnership that they have later in the show, and I'm excited to learn about it.
Yeah, Clean Lakes Alliance.
Yes.
I'm
So
excited to hear about that.
we are in the dark just as much as you. We're going to learn about it. We look forward to it.
We'll also be joined by Bonnie from the Learning Shop, and we're going to talk gardening with Bonnie.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's that time of year where you don't know what to do with the kids, right? The sun is coming out and you want to get creative and finally get outside. So she's going to learn us a little bit
Learn us
about
a thing or three.
a little bit about gardening with kids
Yeah.
and how to make it, easy and fun and all those wonderful things.
She's got some great how-to books, and then she's got some great other books that she's bringing us that don't have necessarily anything to do with gardening, but are just great educational books that kids love to read.
Rain
so.
or shine,
Rain or
she's got
shine.
you covered. We're also going to talk to the folks over at the Wyndham Garden, and they have a ton going on. One of my favorite restaurants in town actually is in the Wyndham,
Yeah.
and they're going to tell us a little bit about, we're going to get the opportunity to brag on Tuscany a little bit, and I'm excited for that because they have amazing food.
Whenever
Can't wait.
Peter comes on the restaurant show, I always look forward to that because he's got such great food.
We
he
might
brings
eat
on.
his leftovers.
Yeah, just a little bit. So.
We sure do. Well, it's all coming up here on Wisconsin Family, so stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are here at the Beer Stube for Capitol Brewery here in Middleton, and we're having a
Yes.
lovely time.
We are indeed. There's brewing happening behind us. We're going to chat with those folks later.
It's amazing how early things start happening here
Yeah,
at this place.
absolutely.
So, you should recognize this familiar face. Bonnie Pearson joins us now from the Learning Shop here in Madison. Bonnie, how are ya?
Pretty good.
Good to see ya. Good to see ya. So, talk to us about what's new and exciting at the Learning Shop.
Well, right now we are in the middle of a book promotion. It is the Who Was series, and they are probably geared for 3rd through 5th grade, but they deal with people from history. So I brought books pertinent to Wisconsin. I have Laura Ingalls, Frank Lloyd Wright,
Sure.
and Harry Houdini.
Oh, wow.
But then the company, this company, expanded their line to Where Is, so this was Where Is the Grand Canyon, obviously not here. What is the Super Bowl? I believe that's Bart Starr on the cover.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And then Summer Olympics are coming up, so I brought those too. So these books retail for $5.99, but right now they're buy 2, get 1 free until June 11th. So that's
Okay.
something new,
great.
a great read, summer reads for kids, and they're learning something too.
That's what I was going to ask. So what exactly are the Who Was books? That's a tongue twister. What are the Who Was?
Yeah.
So is their history lessons?
Exactly,
essentially?
exactly. So you're going to get some historical value, who was Harry Houdini, goes back from the time he was a child, carries you through his childhood to the point of where he was the greatest magician. And the same thing with all these other books, but it's just a good way to get kids involved in history, and they like to read them. A lot of teachers buy them for their classrooms.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
And reading is obviously a great way to kind of pass the time on those rainy days during the summer. But what could you suggest for sunny days? Because we hope to have a lot of those.
I
this
know.
summer.
Well, yeah, you kind of go, is the rain going to stop? I brought some gardening things today because
Cool.
typically May is the month that we get outside and plant those gardens. So I brought some things kid-related to gardening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I see, these are really cute, by the way. These are like mini gardening
Yes.
tools. So are these just toys, or can you use these?
No, those you can actually use. They have the nice wooden handles, and then they have the steel tops. So you've got your little shovel, your little spade, and your little I don't know what that tool's called. It looks like a rake, and another shovel. And then they also come in the big set. So you've got
so cute.
a gardening rake, a leaf rake, the hoe, and a spade. So while mom and dad are maybe gardening, if you plot off a little section in your garden and let the kids just dig.
Yeah.
That way they're not messing up your garden, but they have their own little section that they can feel really important about.
Absolutely. I'm not much of a gardener. This might be right up my alley
there you
right
go.
here. I'll be over there
Little
digging in a
box
plot.
gardens.
Yeah. There you go. But I love it. What a fun activity for
That's
the kids.
very fun.
Yeah.
So, are they? These are both made by the same company, then? Both of these?
Yes.
Okay, that's
yes.
cool. That's cool.
And then I brought some other little. I brought some
That's
gardening
cool.
gloves, and I like these because they're the rubber.
Cute.
They're
Oh,
the
that
rubber
too.
tipped gloves,
Yeah.
so that if they get wet.
Yeah.
Oh, my hands are wet. That could happen in 2 seconds.
Right,
So these
yeah.
are the nice rubber tipped
These are
gloves.
nice. These are very
And
nice.
What a fun
the kids can
activity
wear
for
those for
kids.
gardening or
Get a
just
little
even
sunshine
playing
on there.
outside.
Yeah. Well, kids love to get dirty, so this is one of those opportunities to
Right.
get in there,
Yeah.
dig in the dirt. It's okay.
Start
I
digging,
love it.
kids. Start
yes, that's right.
Talk to us about the books that you brought, the gardening books.
Okay, and these are new by company Usborne, and this one is a peek inside. So again, for littler people, but they're the lift the flap books, and they teach you a little bit about gardening or what you'll find in the garden.
That's
so those are
fun.
really, and the pictures are nice and big. Same thing. Now this one isn't going to be a lift the flap. This is gardening for beginners. So
Sure.
it will go through, how you plant a seed and the watering of the seeds and what you do to take care of those plants once they're in the ground. So those two are basically gardening, and then those two books are flowers. This one is How Do Flowers Grow? Again, very nice pictures, very realistic, nice big pictures, not a lot of words on the page, but
Yeah.
they do the job of explaining of what's going on when flowers are growing. And then this one is going to be the Lift the Flap. So again, geared for more.
I love that.
Sure.
I've
Little
got a
people.
little one,
Yeah.
so those are fun for the
Yeah,
little
the
ones.
Lift the Flaps are always good for little people.
Yeah.
I love the names of the books too, because what do kids say all the time? How does that work? What is this?
Yeah.
Where is this? And all their names are, not all of them, but a lot of them
Right.
start with that. They're answering
Right.
those little people questions.
Exactly.
How,
Yeah.
who, and what.
Oh, cool.
I love it. Well, these are all such great items for kids, and I'm sure folks at home are wondering where they can find these great items, because they are all under one roof, aren't they?
They are. They are at the Learning Shop, which is right across the street from Woodman's West. We're on the corner of Watts and Gammon.
Okay.
And we're in a little strip mall. Sometimes you have to look a little further because the store is set back a little bit, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to see from the road. But we're there, and we've got lots
Yeah.
of things for you. Bring
a
your
cute
kiddies in. And
Yeah.
It's
A zillion toyful wonders.
That
the
is
kids will
correct.
have
That's the
fun,
byline.
too, because it's such a nice store. It's well set up and well lit, and it's pretty, and it's all these cute
Exactly.
things. So
There's always something for everybody.
it's a fun stop by with the kiddos
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Well, thank you for stopping by today, Bonnie.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it. We always learn something, and we always have fun talking with you. So
Well,
thank
great.
you.
Thanks for
Thanks,
having
Bonnie.
me.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are hanging out here in Middleton. We're in the beer stube, and we're going to chat with those folks a little bit later. Looking
Hanging
forward
loose
to
in
it.
the stew.
Hanging loose in the stube. But right now, if you've got folks visiting the Madison or Fitchburg area, or you just want to get away for yourself, these are the folks to chat with. We're joined by Nicole and Portia from the Wyndham Garden Hotel, and we're so glad to see you ladies.
We're glad to be
Yeah,
here.
thanks for joining us. Lots to talk about, but actually I want to talk about the restaurant that is part of the Wyndham, which is Tuscany.
Yes.
One of my favorite spots. I love it. What's going on at Tuscany?
Well, we just actually received the Best of Business 2015 for Mediterranean Restaurant, so we're pretty excited to have that out there and
Best
excited
of Business.
Yes,
That's a great award. Wonderful.
awesome.
Good for you.
We're so proud of them.
Yeah, you should be, absolutely. It's got such great food, too. And I understand, I talked to the chef a little bit, that there is some changes in the menu. And
Yes.
I didn't think it could get better, but it's
Right.
gotten better.
Yes, it's going to
somehow.
get even better and better as we keep going.
So exciting.
Yeah.
We have renovations on the books for hopefully by the end of the year, pushing it for sooner, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, you know
We're
how that
trying.
kind
One
of thing
phase at
goes.
a time.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
trying to do one
Baby
phase
steps.
at a time. We just revamped the entire in-dining restaurant menu. We're working on a room service menu. Catering menu has been redone.
Very cool.
We're also working on, how do we put this? Customizing
Sure.
for rehearsal dinners
Oh,
and
that's
everything for
great.
brides to come in because we have that beautiful sunroom in Tuscany. So
yes, yes.
we are using that space for rehearsal dinners.
Yeah, you've got some beautiful spaces, and I've said this before, but I really just think it's such a gorgeous space, and you guys have that nice bar area that's just great for little happy
It's a
hours.
perfect little
and-
lounge.
Yeah, and you have a full menu over there. It's a nice stop by. And also, just in case you were wondering, you don't need to stay at the hotel to go to the restaurant. I mean, the restaurant is absolutely
To either
for everybody.
restaurant, the breakfast restaurant and Tuscany.
Oh, we can get breakfast even if we're not staying.
Yes.
I didn't know that part. Okie doke. That's wonderful.
So you guys mentioned renovations. You've done some really fantastic renovations in the past year or
Yes.
so, and you're continuing to do some other things. Can you talk to us about what's been done so far, and also what's coming up yet?
We have, the entire lobby has been redone. We also have pretty much all of our guest rooms have been redone. The paint, we're doing the carpet,
Yeah.
there'll be new furniture in them. We already have the brand new mattresses and everything like that in there as well, new bedding. We have it on the books very shortly to get the meeting rooms completely done with new carpet and everything, so that'll be really nice.
That's awesome. Exciting. I always love staying in hotels, even when I'm not traveling. It's just such a fun thing to do, like
Yeah.
a little getaway to, I don't know, sometimes it's hard to be at home and not feel obligated to clean or
Right.
pay the bills, you know,
Yeah.
adult stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fun to go stay at a hotel, even if you're here locally. I think that's really great. Let's talk a little bit about the summer months, or the upcoming spring months, rather. What's going on the rest of May and June? You guys have some neat promotions I remember chatting with you guys about.
Yes, we have 10% off all of our meeting space. So if you book a meeting space, you get 10% off for the summer.
That's great.
And we also are doing that if you book a wedding with us, we won't charge you for your or your rehearsal dinner for the room. So all you would have to pay for is the food.
Hey, that's a good
That's a
deal.
good
That's
deal.
wonderful. And
Yeah,
what a
I'll
beautiful
take it.
space to get married or have a rehearsal dinner or your reception.
Right.
Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff.
It is such a gorgeous space. You've got like neat artwork on the walls and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We filmed there once, this show, and we really enjoyed ourselves.
We
there,
did.
so.
And I'm just thinking back to the menu portion and talking, I'm back on food again, as usual. But you were talking about customizing things for folks who are getting married or having receptions there. So you can, it's kind of a one-stop shop. It's all in one place. You can
Correct.
plan the food portion too, and you'll help brides.
Absolutely.
We know the brides do most of the planning, right? You'll help the brides with all that stuff.
Yes.
And you're getting married soon,
Yes,
soon,
coming up soon.
Right around the bend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
June.
So you're very
almost,
familiar with
almost
this
30-day
process.
countdown.
Yeah. Wow.
Here it comes. Shout out. You're watching. Very
So
exciting.
You guys, you talked a little bit about your meeting rooms and accommodating for businesses, and a little bit accommodating for weddings and so forth. What are some reasons families should come and stay at the
good
Wyndham
question.
Garden? What can you offer for families?
A lot of families will come because we're so close to like parks. We also have the bike trail right there.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. We also have the pool and the hot tub,
Yeah.
fitness center. So there's stuff for everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
And did
you're
we
really-
mention food? No.
I was just going to mention you're surprisingly close to downtown. I mean, you're right off of Fish Hatchery Road. All you do is shoot right up Fish Hatchery Road, and then I mean you're pretty much there. I mean, it's probably less
Right.
than 10 minutes. From
It's not far at all.
yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
seems that way, but it's really not.
I think it's great when you are planning for family to come into town too, to be a little bit off the beaten path. Sometimes there's challenges.
Right.
You're kind of coming and going and parking, and
Yeah.
it gets a little bit more expensive and all of those things. So to be right down the road, basically, from all
Right.
those great amenities, but still by parks and trails and
Yeah.
not have to deal with some of
Right,
the
you're
busyness.
not right in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
We
Just
do
a
have a
little bit
lot of
further
people
out.
staying with us for graduation this weekend.
Right.
Just for those reasons. You're still close, but you're away from the craziness.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. Thanks so much.
thank you.
So May and June, 10% off meeting rooms. I think that's great for folks who are looking for a little business meeting or what have you. So thanks a bunch. This is Nicole and Portia from the Wyndham Garden Hotel. And don't forget to eat at Tuscany. Fabulous spot. We'll be back with more Wisconsin Family after the break.
'Cause every day is a new day.
And welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and it's the moment we've all been waiting for. We're here at the Beer Stube, here at Capitol Brewery. We've been enjoying ourselves, watching the brewers get their morning chores done.
We've been having a lovely time hanging out here, so thank you so much for having us once again, Scott.
You're very
Yes.
welcome.
We're
Very
joined
welcome.
now by Scott Wiener, president of Capitol Brewery, and James Ty, executive director of the Clean Lakes Alliance. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good to have you with us. So we're going to talk a little bit about something called the Sustainability Series. Can you talk to viewers a little bit about what is the Sustainability Series?
Absolutely. About 3 or 4 years ago, we were visited by a white owl from Canada that just happened to set up a nest in our beer garden.
Really?
And an ornithologist, pointed out the fact that it was very rare to have a white owl visit this far south. One of our creative people here at the brewery, we have many of them, one of them said, let's name a beer after it, and we came out with Lost Owl Lager, and it sold very well, and we took a portion of the proceeds and donated to the Wisconsin DNR. That, as I said, was 3 or 4 years ago. Since then, we've done a number of other Sustainability Series beers in cooperation with Trout Unlimited, Ducks Unlimited, the Viola Zoo, the Leopold Foundation, Wisconsin Bike Federation, and we felt that, I thought, and I went to a number of breakfasts with the Clean Lakes Alliance, and I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity to add them to our group of sustainability beers.
That's very cool. I remember that story too. I remember reading about that in the
Do you?
paper. That's cool.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what a nice thing to sort of incorporate some elements of nature into what you do here. And obviously, Capitol Brewery is so ingrained in our culture here in Wisconsin, as is nature, and making sure that we're protecting our surroundings. So I think this is a beautiful partnership and a wonderful opportunity to get to sort of announce the beginning of this. But let's talk first about the mission of Clean Lakes Alliance so we can understand more about what you do.
Yeah, the Clean Lakes Alliance is about protecting and preserving our local lakes. We are actually a local charity that works on issues here in the greater Madison area and Dane County, protecting our 5 lakes, which are Mendota, Monona, Waubesa, Kegonsa, and then Little Wingra. Can't forget about them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Get them all in. Absolutely.
Little Wingra.
That's right. Well, what a nice mission, and so this partnership is now beginning. It's nice.
And it's cool. And Scott, I wanted to ask you, and actually both of you gentlemen, what do you see as being the biggest benefit of this partnership between Capitol Brewery and Clean Lakes Alliance?
Well, I'll start. Obviously, clean water is so important for life in general and beer in particular. We are blessed here to have deep aquifers where we can get wonderful water that's hard, but we're very lucky to have it. We don't have to use reverse osmosis like many communities do have to treat the water. We're very lucky. That being said, we need to be aware of the fact that this is a limited resource and we can't take it for granted. And through my, again, attending a number of breakfasts with Clean Lakes 101, I learned a lot about our watershed and the importance of maintaining clean water and reducing phosphorus use. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And how about for you, James? What is the significance there?
Yeah, I think, any time that an organization comes forward that's using water, who then thinks about the more holistic point of that, if you're taking water out, you also should be doing something to protect the water that we have. And actually, the system is all integrated. So anytime a company and such a great partner as Capitol Brewery comes forward and says, hey, we want to do something to protect our lakes and protect our water supply, and then and when they have their customers that come here to the brewery or are out in the grocery stores or some of their other venues where they sell the beer, if they can promote, through our lake partnership, the Lake Partner Lager is a great way to get that connection that, hey, one more touch, one more person, everything, really helps to make that extra touch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No
Yeah.
kidding. Well, good for you. I think it's wonderful that you guys have found each other and like you said, it really is all integrated.
Yeah, and we do have, lots of different partners that do the same thing. So which is a really good effort, and we're really happy that Capital Brewery sort of stepped up to the plate this year.
Yeah, it's a really responsible thing to do as a business to make sure that you're helping the environment rather than making such a footprint alone.
Right, yeah. And you mentioned other partnerships, and obviously you guys have corporate partnerships across the board, beyond just Capital Brewery. How
Yep.
important are those corporate partnerships to Clean Lakes Alliance?
You know, every business and every person needs to look at their own footprint and what they're doing to the water. And so the neat thing about having a business partner is they automatically have a constituency or employees or people who buy stuff. I'm wearing a Land's End shirt right now from Land's End, who's one of our partners.
Yeah.
We do other events with other companies that provide beverages. We have neighborhood associations. We have we partner with the Edgewater Hotel, a lot of different companies. And what neat is that you're using them as a feeder to their clients and their resources. And it's a great way to make a one touch with the Capital Brewery, and then you can affect thousands.
Absolutely.
And explain, if you would, too, a little kind of 1, 2, 3 about how the partnership actually works. So what is happening?
Sure. We are donating a portion of the proceeds of the the Lake Partner Lager, which is based on the Lake House Lager. We're donating a portion of the proceeds of the sales here in the beer garden to Clean Lakes Alliance. We're starting on June 1st through August 31st. And we are going to count kegs, and every keg we sell, we will donate a portion of the proceeds to Clean Lakes. In addition, our distributor, General Beverage and General Beer, has offered to cost share that, and so we'll be actually doubling the amount that we'll be able to donate. And again, the goal is to, at the end of the summer, educate people that come here to the brewery about Clean Lakes Alliance, have them try the Lake Partner Lager, and at the end of the summer, write a large check to James Ty and Clean Lakes Alliance.
There you
And
go.
There you go.
There you go. That's the goal.
So talk to us a little bit about the importance of clean and clear lakes to our community as a whole. Why is that
Absolutely.
important to us?
Well, I think, Madison is defined by a lot of
Right.
things. Some people might say they're the Badgers. Some people might say it's the state capital. Some people might say it's State Street. I say it's the lakes. The reason the city was put here is because of the lakes. The university is a land grant university. It was put on the lakes. And so really, if that's our number one asset, and we really need to protect it for the future, because if the lakes go, then we're just Lincoln, Nebraska. We're just a capital city with a football team, and I think we're better than that.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I love. Well put, James. Thank you.
Scott Wiener and James Ty, thank you so much for joining us today. Scott is the president of Capital Brewery, and James Ty is the executive director of Clean Lakes Alliance. Gentlemen, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thanks.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you very much.
That's all the time we have for Wisconsin Family. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new